So can you also share what the CTC that you cracked here?
So I got a CTC of 57 lakhs.
57 lakhs is definitely an amazing job. Today, we have a student from IIT Roorkee who has cracked the SD role at Meesho with a package of 57 lakhs. We had a great conversation and I'm pretty sure you'll have a lot of takeaways from it. Do watch the conversation till the end.
So hello, I'm Mohit. I'm a student at IIT Roorkee. Recently, I've cracked an interview at Meesho. So that's certainly the best part in my college. So I'll be sharing my experience here with Srikar. I'll be happy if you gain some insight from it.
So can you also share what the CTC that you cracked here?
So I got a CTC of 57 lakhs, and that's quite great actually.
So 57 lakhs is definitely an amazing job.
Mhm.
A lot of the upcoming batches, I'm pretty sure, are aspiring to get these kind of jobs. So I'm pretty sure this conversation will bring in a lot of insights to all the audience that we have in this session, right? So firstly, let's before we go to the college life, let's start with let's start more about you. We
Okay.
want to understand more about you. So I've
Okay.
heard while you're at IIT Roorkee, so I heard you're good at the athletics too.
Yep.
So maybe if you can give us some background about how did you get into IIT Roorkee? Like how was your early education, and and what about the athletics? So yeah, maybe we can start
Okay.
with that.
So I'm from Andhra, and in Andhra, like students start IIT preparation when they are in the class of 8. I also started my preparation from 8th class. So it was intense from 9th. And when I
Okay.
got into coaching classes in 11th and 12th, it was so hectic that I had to study 12 hours a day.
Oh.
So after 2 years, I got a good rank and I got into IIT Roorkee.
Okay.
So after that, you talked about athletics, right? So from schooling itself, I had a passion for running. Like I want to be the fastest. So that definitely drove me to join athletics, and I wanted to be a part of the team representing in IIT
Okay.
also. So I joined in athletics. So that's one of the things I'm interested in also,
Okay.
apart from studies.
Okay, that's great. So, what all do you involve in athletics when you say athletics?
So I am a sprinter of the college. So
Mhm.
I am currently the fastest in IIT Roorkee.
Oh, that's great.
So I've been in athletics from my first year itself.
Mhm.
So and it's been actually so difficult and great to be in part of athletics team.
Great, great. I mean, it's a rare combination, that we usually see someone is who's very good with sports and at the same time, cracking a company like Meesho with 57 CTC. That's a rare combination. So while you're talking about, your first year of engineering, you said, you started your athletics in first year of engineering. So, other than that, just wanted to understand, what all have you explored at IIT Roorkee in your first year?
In IIT Roorkee, if you see, that's a completely different culture from South, right? So when I went IIT Roorkee, it was all new, and I went there with one motive to meet new people, to learn Hindi, and to explore their culture,
Great.
and to try out their foods and all. And the culture was completely different, and that excited me a lot. And in IIT, the culture was so good that if you name anything, like name dance, movie, like UPSC, like any singing, dancing, everything and all, you'll find something there into that field. Not only studies, but everything you'll be finding in IIT Roorkee, in any IIT, basically, not only IIT Roorkee. So in first years, I've spent most of the time exploring all those things.
Mhm.
And apart from that, it was so busy because we have started our engineering a bit late because of the COVID. So we
Okay.
have started in October. So after that, we have to complete the whole 1 year in 6 months.
Okay.
So our schedule has tightly. They have packed all the schedule tightly.
Mhm.
So and all the cultures that we have to explore have also become so tight that we have to. Every day was completely new. We had different tasks every day. Like there was freshers meet, sports meet. Like we have dance trials and all. If you are interested in that, we can go there. And everything was new, and we had to enter any new club in first year itself. That
Okay.
also felt a bit interesting.
Okay.
And I went to a robotics club in first year because EC was in branch, and I want to explore more about robotics and all,
Okay.
automating things and all. So I went to robotics club in first year.
Okay. Okay. Great. So you've done some project with respect to robotics.
Actually, in first and second year, I've explored a lot in robotics. Like I've made some 7 to 8 projects in robotics.
Oh, that's great. So right from first year.
Right from first year, just to join the club, you have to do a project. And my
Okay.
first project was to make a board that can calculate and send the data of water pollution monitor
Mhm.
to internet, and we can store that in the database.
Okay. Okay. So can you also elaborate more about your projects? I think that plays a very key role, I believe, in your interviews as well.
hmm
So I think if you've done like 7, 8 projects, maybe you can just highlight one or two of them.
Like for my current role, the projects are not so relevant in robotics, but I started with it. In robotics, I've done projects like bicopter, zen grip. The zen grip is like we have to make a board that lifts object from one place to another across hurdles. Like
Okay.
there'll be some speed breakers and all, and then we have to operate it manually, and
Mhm.
it picks it from one place and it keeps in another place.
Okay.
One of it is bicopter. Bicopter is the quadcopter is like drone, right? So
Yeah.
bicopter is with two wings.
Okay.
So balancing was a real part in that. And one more project is just now, like I said, the automated water pollution monitoring board that sends
Okay.
data to the internet.
Okay. So these projects you have done it yourself individually, or is it a group project?
Um, the project that I said, the board is individual project, and the remaining are the group projects. Like my part was electronics in it.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, maybe we can just move to the main part. So when you cracked a company like Meesho,
hmm
I believe it doesn't happen overnight, right?
Yep.
So a lot of things compound over time right from your first year.
hmm
So I believe everyone's very interested in learning like what you have done right from first year. When it comes to your specific prep, maybe we can just break it down into different phases. You can start with first year and second year, and then I think you have a phase which is before your internship and also during your internship, and then at the end we can talk about how was your core preparation for the placements right
hmm
after your third year, which is July to December,
Yeah, sure.
where all you've started preparing, and like what was your go-to place?
So as I said, I first started with robotics, right?
Okay.
So after the end of first year, I've got to know that there are so limited opportunities in robotics in the placement companies and all. So when I searched in my campus placement portal, I've just only find 2 to 3 companies that actually gave opportunities to robotic people.
Okay.
So and the package was also so not good. So then I thought maybe I should try one more thing. Like I've shifted my domain to software development.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a hackathon in which we can propose our own project. From that hackathon, I have started exploring software development as well. The first project that we wanted to propose was students would want to work under professors for real life experience, real industry experience.
So this was in your final year or second year?
In my first year,
First year. Okay.
when I'm starting to shift from robotics to software development.
Okay. Okay.
So this was my first project in a hackathon.
Mhm.
That hackathon is connected by a club called MDG in IIT Roorkee itself.
Okay.
So this is one of the technical club in that.
Mhm.
So this project, students would want to work under a professor, right? So students wouldn't know which projects the professor are open, like which projects the professor are working under, which fields they are involved in.
Okay.
And so we have made a platform so that professors, we collect all, so we can, we have the professor info in one portal. So we'll collect all information from that portal and we'll display it here, and professor can upload or inform about their projects in this app, so that students can apply to these projects in this app, so that professors would know who are all the interested students, and students would also know which professors they can work under and which projects and which domains they can work under.
Okay.
And this platform made it possible so that professors and students can interact each other. And this platforms also provides a way where if students want some other student in a hackathon, so they can apply in a hackathon. They can post the project in this hackathon and find students. Like students can collaborate each other in this platform.
Okay. Okay.
So this is the type of project that we have made that time. So it was actually so difficult that because we are just starting this and we have picked a big of a project. So that gave me many of the challenges. And my primary part in this was front end. So I started with Flutter.
Oh, okay. So you started with Flutter.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So then, how did you get into the DSA prep and everything?
Okay, from first year, I had some interest in problem solving. So from seniors, I got to know that not from seniors. So we've been going for outing. So in that we had a discussion among friends itself, and then a senior also recommended me to solve code forces.
Okay.
So from that time onwards, I solved code forces, and then I solved some of the problems that felt easy because they were a bit low rated. And then I saw my friend who has already started core process. So his rating was 1200, 1300 by that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried solving one of those problems which he is solving, and that felt a bit more interesting, and I couldn't solve the problem.
Okay.
So from then onwards, to improve my logical skills, I used to solve code force and all.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, my problem solving skills ability has increased a bit. And then in the second year, I got to know that data structures was also a thing. So I started learning the data structures as well.
Okay.
So from there, I started data structures, problem solving in code forces, and later lead code also.
Mm-hmm.
And along with this, I used to do a bit of projects also. So that's how I got into ST at start.
Okay, got it. So this was all the activity that you've been doing in your first and second year.
In my first and second year.
First and second year.
Even in my second year, I used to do most of the robotics projects because I was in a robotics club, right?
Okay.
So on top of it, I have to do these projects also. I have to participate in hackathons. Like if you have any hackathons or if you have any opportunities, I recommend you just go for it and then just learn in the hackathon, and then learn while doing the hackathon, not just before you have to learn and then go into hackathon. Like go into the hackathon and then just do it, and you'll get to learn in that itself.
So here you're recommending everyone to even if they're not very confident about cracking the hackathon, you want them to go and participate there so that they can have a lot of learnings from it.
If you're just interested in that field, then I recommend you just go into the hackathon and learn things, and then while doing the hackathon, you can learn everything.
A
in
lot
that.
of things. Yeah, while doing a lot of times it happens. Sometimes when you're not very confident, we don't tend to involve there. But yeah, when we involve or when we participate, we get a lot of learnings too. So that is what you're recommending. Great, great. So yeah, so that's how you started CP, and then you moved to DSA. Right? You started solving a lot of DSA problems. Cool. So now with this first and second year done, I think at IIT Roorkee again, once you're done with the second year, you have your internship season coming up, right?
Yeah.
Right from July, August, I believe.
Yes.
In your third year. So how was that phase? How are you preparing for your or how was your preparation for the internship, and how did that time pass by?
So I also mentioned that I was in athletics, right? So in the summer, so we had a summer camp in athletics. So I spent almost 6 to 7 hours in summer camp.
Okay.
After that, I had to rest a lot because that takes most of my energy. And I tried doing DSA problems, learning some CS fundamentals and all.
Cool. So what all companies have you applied for, and were you able to crack any of these companies then, or how did that go? The
Like
season?
in IIT, the major companies which you see, the top companies like Google, Microsoft and all, they have no CGPA criteria.
Okay.
And even if you do good in their OA, while shortlisting for the interview, they'll just again see your CG. That's one more drawback. If they have CG criteria in the OA itself, then they won't see CG in the shortlisting of
Okay.
interviews.
Okay.
So that was one of my problems again.
Cool. So with that, your internship phase has also passed, I believe. And post that, like, how was your preparation going on for the placements? Like, when did you very seriously start your preparation for the final year placement?
The problem solving, I used to do it normally also. I used to give regular contests in code forces and all.
Okay.
So that didn't give me a hectic to solve and learn more DSA at the end. So I used to solve problems from first itself. So I used to learn concepts with solving problems itself.
So now that we are done with your journey in first and second year, uh, I believe at IIT Roorkee, right after your second year is done, at the very start of your third year, you have your internship phase, right, where even the top companies are coming in. So how was your prep, for this interviews for the internship, and like did you crack any company, for the internship? So how was it?
Like the intern phase starts at third year first sem. So that's fifth sem. So junior senior interaction matters a lot. You have to know which companies you're targeting, like which role you're targeting. Like for me, for my case, it was SD, right? So I had a lot of guidance, and seniors used to take a lot of meets also.
Okay.
We have uh, we had meets with our plus one. They had given us guidance what all the things that we have to learn. So all they were mentioning was data structures and algorithms and some CS data fundamentals. So I already know data structures a bit, and I was focusing on CS fundamentals and all. And if you also see in IITs, they keep a CG cutoff for OAs. So right before the last semester, right before the intern season begins, my CG got less than a bit 7.
Mm-hmm.
So that has impacted a lot on my intern season.
Okay.
So most of the companies have kept the CG cutoff to be 7,
Mm-hmm.
and I was not qualified for most of the companies. That has kept me in a state that I will not even get an intern.
Okay. So when you said not qualified, you're not even eligible to write the first round, matlab give the first round, which is
Yes,
the online assessment.
yes, I'm
Okay.
not even able to write the first round because
Mm-hmm.
they just think that those who get less CGPA, they're not even qualified with the company. So CG matters a lot.
Mm-hmm.
First, we have to maintain our CG, and then we can focus on our projects.
Okay.
And after the first phase, after understanding the importance of CG, I've improved my CG in that semester.
Mm-hmm.
And in the phase 2 of intern season, there were only two companies that has come to our college.
Okay.
One of them was Tech Mahindra, and another was L&T Finance.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I got placed in the second company, L&T Finance.
Okay.
So I was lucky to get placed in that because it took only two people,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and the stipend was also not so good that uh, I just spent all of my stipend in just living in the location and all.
Okay. Okay.
So that was a bad start for me.
Yeah. So I'll just summarize whatever you mentioned about
Mhm.
your internship phase. So at IIT Roorkee, you had two phases of internship, if I'm
Yes,
right.
exactly.
So one at the start of the fifth sem,
Mhm.
so where you had the top companies like Microsoft, Google, and all. But yeah, unfortunately, because of the CGPA criteria, you are not allowed to give the online assessment, which is the
Yes,
first round. So because of which you ended up not having an internship in the first phase.
yes.
However, you realize the importance of the CGPA,
Mhm.
and then you improved your CGPA by the end of the fifth semester.
Yes,
Now, in the sixth semester, which is 3-2, uh, you had a couple of companies coming in for the SD role, and you've cracked one of these companies.
yes.
Right, that's great, great. So, like, how was your internship experience? I believe, like, where were you located, and how was the experience?
Like in the phase 2 companies, like stipend would be a bit low,
Okay,
and I've spent most of my stipend just for living in Bangalore.
okay.
Bangalore was my work location.
Mm-hmm.
So, and in the all my friends, most of my friends who got placed in companies, big companies like Amazon, Google, and all, they were in Bangalore itself. I
Mm-hmm.
just saw them enjoying, and they have less workload.
Okay.
This is my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt a bit bad that I couldn't crack a good company. I
Okay.
had my CG a bit low,
Okay.
and then I've improved after that. So from then on, I didn't take light on my CG.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about my internship experience, it was actually quite great. Also, even though the workload was a bit more, I had a lot to learn. Like my role was again front-end developer.
Mm-hmm.
I had developed some web pages for the company, which is currently being used for the company.
Oh, great.
Like we have to, that's a non-banking financial company. We have to make web pages
Mm-hmm.
for taking a loan.
Okay.
So the time the company is switching its tech stack from HTML, CS, and JavaScript to Flutter,
Mm-hmm.
so that they'll get cross-platform availability for the same code base.
Mm-hmm.
So we have made some web pages, so where the company users will have to generate a lead of loan.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they'll be redirecting some other page where they actually get a loan.
Okay. Okay. So you whatever the application you built, it's in the production.
Hmm.
I think not every intern gets this opportunity.
Yes, that's
That's a
actually
great
that.
learning. So were you also parallelly preparing for your final year placements when you're interning with the company? Or
Yes, while
yeah.
seeing the other people's enjoy, I also got so much jealous that I have to get a good company in placement at least, because now my CG is greater than 7, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'll be having opportunities to write most of the OA, and I don't want to go this opportunity to the waste. So I was parallelly preparing at evening. I was solving problems. I used to
Okay.
learn some of the CS fundamentals and all.
Okay.
So that was a bit quite difficult phase.
So I believe it would have been very hectic for you or very challenging for you to balance both the workload at the internship and also your preparation for the final year placements, right? So now once you move to a final year, right,
Mhm.
which is your seventh semester, so how was your placement preparation like? Because I know at IITs those 6 months are very very important, and these 6 months are very intense as well. So how was yours?
So after coming from the intern, I've started preparing, and I formed group with some of my friends who are targeting SD role itself.
Okay.
So we have combined all our resources. I have friends from other IITs as well because of Narayana's and Sritendra stuff that we
Okay.
have combined coaching, right?
Okay.
So I have friends with other IITs as well. So we had all our resources combined. So one of my friends added me to Next Wave community.
Mm-hmm.
In Next Wave, they used to conduct problem quizzes. They gave us problems of the day. From that, I've learned more algorithms as well, which are all the important ones. And some of the contests and problems of the day used to be company specific, and that also helped a bit because I used to know how the companies asked us and what are they expecting, what are all algorithms that they are expecting and all.
Mhm.
So after combining all the resources, we had known what are all the things that we have left out yet to learn. So that the next phase is like we have to cover all those in the next 2 3 months.
Mhm.
So forming groups and studying with them helped me a lot actually.
Great. So I think group study is something which uh, accelerates your preparation.
Hmm.
I mean, it was the same case with me too when I was preparing for my placements when I was in college, and I think that's the case with most of the students too. And I mean, very delighted to hear that Next Wave has supported you in the Next Wave community there. So the idea behind that was we wanted to give every student an experience of the real OA, the real online assessment. So we tried, simulating the similar kind of an OA experience, so that when a student attempts the final OA of a company, it doesn't
Yes.
seem like a new thing. There's
Yes.
no uncertainty anymore. So, and with this, we had a roadmap wherein every day we bring in some new topics, and as you said, after you're done with the attempt, you get to see the result as well. So that if you want to learn something from it, yes, the students can also learn from it. So we tried creating something, wherein we know that for IIT students it's very hectic for the last 2 3 months. So we wanted fit in something which uh, accelerates their prep or which makes their preparation more effective.
Yes.
So I mean, very happy to know that that has supported you. So now once that was done, I think your OES must have started, right? So right from
Hmm.
September or October.
Hmm.
So I mean, how was the overall OES journey, OES and the interviews?
And there is one more harsh truth that you have to know: if you have connections from either other IITs, because some of the companies they'll be coming to every IITs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So most of the companies might match.
Mm-hmm.
So if a company, let's say Google, if it first come for Google has actually conducted the test for all the IITs, but
Okay.
it is from room itself.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a time window from 9 a.m. to 5:30 a.m.
Okay.
5:30 p.m. something,
Okay.
where we have to write our OA. So if we know people from other IITs, they'll be having their exam at first, right?
Okay.
So we can get all the questions from them.
Okay.
So having people from other IITs helps a lot.
Okay.
So that I don't know why some companies still do that, giving same questions from uh, giving same questions across different IITs. They
Mhm.
should do it, but some companies do it still. So that you have to. It's actually good having more connections.
Got
That
it.
helped me a lot. And OAS, you after writing two, three good OAS, then you'll be confident that other OAS also will be going good.
Mhm.
Some they'll be more difficult, but it's okay. Some we won't be able to do good, but after writing some of the online assessments, if they went good, then you'll get more confidence for
Okay.
writing remaining ones.
Okay.
So obviously, group studies and having connection from other IITs helped me a lot in this way.
Okay. So how many OAs have you attempted, and how many did you qualify? Can you give those numbers?
So, like I said, we can attempt a max of 50 online assessments, of
Okay.
which I've qualified to 13 to 14 OAs.
Okay.
And then after that, of which six of them are from day one,
Okay.
and
So when you say
others,
day one, is it on a specific day, like December 1st or 2nd?
yes,
Is it like that?
December 1st is day one. Day
Okay.
zero is like just before December, like
Okay.
28 November to 29 November, 20,
Okay.
30 November.
Okay.
After which day one will start,
Okay.
and day two and day three.
Got it. So on day one, you had 6 companies.
Yes.
Okay. So what were these companies? And I believe you cracked Meesho on day one, right?
Hmm.
So was it the first company, or were there any setbacks before that?
There were three companies in the morning session and three companies in the evening session.
Okay.
Meesho was the company in the morning session,
Mhm.
and along with Amazon and SAP Labs.
Okay.
So I failed first Amazon and SAP Labs first,
Okay.
and then at last I went to Meesho.
Oh, so all this happened in just first half of the day.
Yes, first
Okay.
half of
So
the
much
day.
in the first half.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so there are people who actually qualified for day zero and day one and they didn't get in day zero and
Mhm.
day one also. So just imagine their situation. They have been not sleeping for 2 days straight and
Okay.
with just 1 to 2 hours.
Mhm.
It is one of the most difficult part of difficult phase in the
Yeah.
placement season,
Yeah. Yeah.
because you will be continuously giving interviews,
Yes.
and if you just fail in them, you'll be more depressed and you have to give others ones better.
Yeah. Got it.
You'll be getting more pressured also.
So how did you balance all of this? Like when you're saying all this, I mean, I can imagine like when you have three back-to-back interviews in the first half and then three back-to-back interviews in the second half, it's pretty hectic because you have to prepare for that. You have to go to an interview, take it out. Now let's say if you're not selected or if you got rejected, you have to internalize it, right? Keep your calm and then go to the next interview, with the same confidence. So how did you handle all of these things? And like were there any learnings that you picked from the first and second companies, which help you crack Misho?
Like I said, the day before itself, I have set my mind ki tomorrow is going to be a big day because I have 6 interviews with the six big companies, of which first three were Amazon, second is SAP Labs, and then the third is Meesho.
Misho, yeah.
And in the second part, we have Ola
Okay.
and all. And in the first part, after failing the first two interviews, I was depressed a bit. Even after setting my mind, ki I will do better in the next interview the day before.
Okay.
And then I went to Meesho, and actually it went good.
Okay. Okay. So you said you have three companies in the first session, right? So Amazon, SAP Labs, and Meesho.
Yes.
So I mean, what do you think didn't work out? When you're attempting Amazon and SAP Labs, and what do you think has worked out with Meesho?
Actually, Amazon was my first interview, and there were some mistakes that I made in the Amazon and SAP Labs, and
Okay.
I made sure that I didn't repeat at least those mistakes in Meesho.
Okay.
So, like the mistakes that I have made in Amazon was I asked the senior what will be the first round and all, and he said it's experience key. It'll be a DS question, and I presumptuously went that it'll be a DS question.
Okay.
But he was expecting the interviewer was expecting. He asked me this question, but he was expecting a different answer.
Okay.
I didn't completely understand the question, and I presumptuously assumed that this is a DS question, and that's actually not. That's a bit of system design blended with DS question.
Oh,
So
okay.
he wanted to see my thought process. He didn't exactly expect what I would solve it because he
Okay.
know that I won't be able to solve it,
Okay.
and he wanted my how I would approach the problem.
Okay.
So, but I didn't do it as he's expected,
Okay.
and I presumptuously went it like this.
Mhm.
And in SAP Labs, he asked me a concept that doesn't exist, and I said that, sir, I didn't heard of this concept. But he said, you might not know this concept. I was not confident that this concept doesn't exist.
Okay.
He was expecting I should be more confident,
Okay.
but I was not confident. I don't know. I said I don't know this concept. So uh, we have to be sure of what we have be at least what we know.
Okay.
And in third Meesho interview, it was all good. I made sure that I'm confident, and
So these
I
mistakes
didn't
were not repeated again.
I didn't presumptuously went key. This will be the question.
Okay.
So I went with a fresh mind.
Okay. So majorly, I mean, to summarize, especially with Amazon, you already had some information. So you went in with an assumption that that is what is going to happen.
Yes.
Right. So while the interview was more of expecting an approach for the problem, I think you're trying to solve it.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, that was one challenge there or one problem that you faced there.
Yes.
And the fundamental reason being you went with a pre-assumptuous mind. Right. And secondly, with SAP Labs, yeah, that concept is probably not existing, but you were not very confident.
Yes. I didn't heard of that concept, but
Okay.
I didn't know that concept
Didn't exist at all.
doesn't even exist.
Okay. Okay. So and you made sure with Meesho you didn't repeat the same mistakes.
Yes.
Great, great. I think it's very important. This is something which I think a lot of students miss usually. With every interview attempt, let's say if you're not making it, yeah, a lot of students are I mean they're losing their hope, or they're depressed, right, or they're feeling down. I think the most important thing here is, as you've rightly said, you have to learn from your mistakes and make sure this is not being repeated in the next company.
Yes, even I was depressed of the first two companies, but I made my mind key. Let's not get this effect in the next company.
Let's not carry the same emotion. Yeah, yeah.
Let's go within a fresh mind.
Great. So we'll just go with one, the experience of each and every company, the hiring process of each and every company. So you said Amazon was the first company, right? So maybe if you can walk us through, the entire process of Amazon, like
Yes.
Like, what was the eligibility criteria, what was the first round, second round. So, like, anything that you can, again, if something is confidential, yeah, you don't have to talk about it. But yeah, anything that you can reveal so that, the students from the upcoming batches, can learn from it, so that they also understand, what these kind of top companies expect from a candidate.
Okay, let me walk you through the Amazon interview process and the Amazon selection process, basically in the campus placement.
Okay.
So basically, it starts with CG based shortlisting and resume based shortlisting
Okay.
for writing online assessment.
Okay.
In online assessments, there were two parts.
Mm-hmm.
The first was the DSA questions. There'll be a medium code force problem, not medium code forces, medium lead code problems,
Okay.
and they can be solved by most of the students. And the main part is not the DS one, the next part, which is HR round,
Mm-hmm.
which most of the students don't care. The HR round is based on leadership qualities.
Okay.
Amazon expects us to have most of the leadership qualities.
Okay.
We shouldn't neglect it. Even though most of the students have solved these two questions in the uh, DSA round,
Okay.
they'll be Amazon mostly cares about leadership qualities. I know a friend who did not even solve all these DS problems and did this leadership qualities properly, and
Okay.
then he got shortlisted to the interview.
Okay.
So that's one thing that you have to keep in mind, especially in the
So,
case of Amazon.
so after the OA, you have HR, or is it the DS round first?
First, we have DSA round. The HR is also multiple choice based questions.
Okay.
We have to pick one of the quality that we choose which thing will be right.
Okay.
Based on that, they'll decide our mindset, and if they'll decide if we are qualified for the interview process or not.
Okay. So you have an OA and then you have a DSA.
I mean, OA is DSA.
Okay. Okay. You
In
mean
OA, we
OA is the
have
DSA round?
DSA.
Okay. Okay.
In OA, we have
So there are
DSA.
multiple sections in the OA,
Mhm.
which is a DSA, and also one other section which is the behavioral or the HR one.
HR one.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, which judges our leadership qualities.
Got it.
And after that, we have interview rounds.
Okay.
I heard that there are 3 rounds of interviews,
Mhm.
and I got shortlisted in interviews, and I got cut in the first round itself.
Mhm.
The first round, what they asked me is to design. You have Google search engine, right? If you
Mhm.
type something in the Google search bar, it will automatically uh, give us some auto completion sentence, right?
Yeah.
They were expecting me to design one of the Google auto completion search engine
Okay. Okay. Something
sentence
similar
one.
to it.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I thought that it is a simple DSA question, but they were expecting me to take into consider most of the factors like amount of times the other users have searched those things,
Mhm.
other your location,
Mhm.
uh, and your past search history.
Okay.
They were expecting all of that, and I was thinking in a naive way that I only focused on what I have typed and what the next complete section will be in the next row.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, they were not expecting a naive way.
Okay.
They want me to consider more of the things like what I've said, frequency, amount of frequency other users have typed up to that point,
Mhm.
and the auto completion word that
So
they
the
were expecting.
recommendations there, they want it to be, specific, or personalized to the user, depending on their
Uh,
location, or the
hmm,
recent past search
Search
history and
history and all.
everything. Okay. Okay.
So I was not able to do that, and I went presumptuously. That one mistake that I have made.
Mhm.
So after the interview, I went to SAP Labs one.
Okay.
The SAP Labs interview selection process will almost be same for every company in
Mhm.
IIT. Like first there will be resume and CG based shortlisting. For SAP Labs, it was 7 plus,
Okay.
and for SAP Labs, most of the process will be same for many of the SG companies.
Okay.
For SAP Labs, I've qualified for the interview, and the first round is mostly on CS fundamentals and the projects that we have done.
Okay. In the OA.
Not in the OA, it was
After the OA.
after the OA.
Okay.
In OA, it will be completely logic based.
Okay.
They'll judge your problem solving skills and all.
Okay.
And in the interview, the first round is completely based on CS fundamentals.
Mhm.
They'll ask you about which CS fundamentals, which concepts are you strong in.
Okay.
They don't want you to get key. You didn't learn this concept, and I'll ask in this concept itself.
Okay.
They'll first ask you which concepts are you comfortable, and they'll ask very deep in those concepts.
Okay.
So just whatever the concept that you are learning, you should be perfect in those concepts as well.
Got it.
So if you don't know any question, you just need to skip those concepts. Okay, I don't know. Let's go with this.
Got it.
You can actually do that in the interview. So for SAP Labs, I said I'm good in OOPS
Mhm.
and in C++. So they were asking me about virtual classes,
Okay.
which actually don't exist. I mean, abstract classes exist. I said that virtual classes, I don't know much about that, and
Mhm.
he judged me that I didn't go well through these concepts,
Okay.
and I'm not so confident that time. I thought they might exist,
Mhm.
so he judged me like I don't know this concept.
Okay.
And even in oops I was not able to answer many of the questions because I didn't learn it so deeply. He was
Mhm.
asking questions so deeply that I didn't know that these questions actually, I mean, I didn't expect him to go so deeply,
Okay. Okay.
so I failed there also. So if you're saying something in SAP Labs, then be sure that you know that concept so perfectly,
Okay.
then only you can go. And the projects that we have done in the past, they matter a lot in the SAP first round of the interview in SAP
Okay.
Labs at least.
Okay. So resume plays a key role here.
Hmm.
So both in Amazon and also SAP Labs.
In every company, resume based shortlisting, at first they won't see resume much, but in the interview they focus most of the part on the projects which we have done.
Okay.
So if your projects are not so good and if they don't interest them, then that might be a drawback.
Okay. Okay.
So we should have good projects, and uh, we have to know what we have exactly done in the project. We should be exactly perfectly. I mean, we should perfectly know which concept we have used and what are other ways we can do the projects.
Okay. So we
So,
should be able to answer everything,
mhm.
regarding this project, the
So why
entire
you have
scope.
chose this tech stack? Why not that?
Got it.
And what are all the CS fundamentals that you have used in that?
Okay.
So what if we go through this way, and why didn't you choose that one?
Mm-hmm.
These type of questions will be asked.
Got it. Got it. And when you're talking about OA of this app lab, so you said uh, in Amazon, Amazon's OA, you had both DSA questions and also behavioral round of questions, right?
Yes,
Now coming to SAP Labs, you had DSA and CS fundamentals.
CS fundamentals.
Okay. So can you give us an idea on how long was the OA? Was it for 1.5, 2 hours, or how long was it? And how many questions were there in, roughly?
Most of the OA questions, some of them will be for 1 hour, and for some of them will be 1.5 hour.
Okay.
So the 1 hour and the 1.5 hour will be depending on completely on the amount of the level of difficulty of the questions.
Okay.
For Amazon, it was easy itself. So it put 3 questions
Mm-hmm.
and it was 60 minutes. For
Okay.
SAP Labs also, actually there was a technical issue in our
Mm-hmm.
campus, so they have extended by 1.5 hour,
Okay.
extended 2.5 hour.
Okay.
The initial timing was just 1 hour with
Okay.
3 questions.
Okay. Okay. So three DSA questions
Huh.
and three DSA questions plus CS fundamental
Yes.
MCQs.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
For Amazon, there were no CS fundamentals asked. For
Yeah.
SAP Labs, they asked some
Okay.
CS fundamentals asked.
Okay. Got it. Cool. And how was it for Meesho next?
For Meesho, the level of problems was a bit difficult.
Mhm.
It was
In the OAs, right?
in the
Okay.
OAs. It was more than medium hard problems it was close to hard problems in
Lead
lead
code.
code.
Okay.
So in out of 3 questions, I had done 2.5 questions. Like in one questions, only half of the test case were passed, and
Mhm.
uh, they'll judge the score by amount of test case that we have passed, right?
Okay.
So I've done 2.5 questions, and the shortlisting was a bit easy, kind of. They don't want to completely judge us from the OA because
Mhm.
they might actually be good even if they don't do OA, right?
Mhm.
So they have taken around 100, 110 students in Meesho.
Oh,
Even
from OAs, 100, 120 people are shortlisted for the
shortlisted to
interviews.
interviews.
Okay.
In Meesho, the interviews consist of 2 rounds. The first
Okay.
round is solving a DSA question again, but
Mhm.
this time not on computer,
Mhm.
but on pen and paper.
Okay.
And we will be solving it on paper, and we will have to explain that to the interviewer there.
Mhm.
There will be 2 questions, one question and a bonus question. So they expect us to solve the bonus question as well.
Okay.
It'll just for name it is a bonus question, but we have to solve it as well to be qualified for the next interview.
Got it.
So you have to be clear when you explain, and you you have to have the complete idea why you have taken this data structure. You have to show him the complete optimal way, and you have to show him these are the you yourself have to tell the, what do we say, edge case and all.
Okay.
So he basically judges you from amount of uh, level of understanding you have from that question
Yeah.
and all.
And
So
how well you're communicating everything. I think one again, this is something which is a very common mistake with a lot of students. So the moment we get a question during the interviews, the students just try to solve it without talking.
Yes, yes.
So I think it's very important that I mean, what you're trying to say here is it's very important. We clearly establish that we understood the question well. If not, we ask them some follow-up questions to have a better understanding on the question,
Yes.
and then we talk out the approach.
Yes.
Right? Everything that we're doing, we have to talk it out.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But for me, sure, it was quite a bit different because it was like it is there are some 3 to 4 rooms, and there is one interviewer in each room,
Okay.
and there are 5 to 6 students sent to each room,
Okay.
and it is like a test based interview. Like
Oh.
each of us will be given a paper, and we have to solve it.
Okay. So 5 students are sitting with the interviewer at a time.
I mean, in a classroom,
Okay.
they'll be sitting in a different desks.
Okay.
And after solving the question, then we have to call the interviewer that
Okay.
I have solved this question,
Got it.
and this is how my approach is,
Mhm.
and this is the bonus part, and this is how I've solved this bonus. The
But
extra
you
thing.
have to proactively tell it out.
Yes.
They may not be asking each and every minute thing.
Yes, yes.
They expect you to tell it out.
Yes.
Okay.
At last, they'll ask if I have missed anything,
Mhm.
like why did you take this? What are all the edge cases if you missed? But the explanation part has to be clear.
Okay. Got it. So that was your first round of interview.
First round of interview.
Okay.
After that, I've got shortlisted to the second round, and in the second round, it is mostly based on CS fundamentals and the projects that I've done. Like I felt that it is more of more like a interactive process, like rather than just interview. Even interviewer tries to talk to you more. Like it's the first time that I've felt that someone is so interested in my projects. Like someone want to really know what I've done in the project.
Yeah.
So that got me a bit excited, and that
Okay.
I felt it so interesting, and I felt more like talking that I have to explain it to him, like this is what I've done. And CS fundamentals will be based on the projects that you have done.
Okay.
Why didn't you do this, and what if there were more number of users? How can you scale the project? And why did you use this tech stack and all these type of questions?
So how long were both these interviews?
The first one is around 45 minutes, the
Okay.
2 questions. The
Okay.
bonus question will be a bit tough, but you have to do it in the first interview.
Okay. So this is within this 40-45 minutes only, including the bonus question.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the second interview is different. The second interview for me, it went around 1 hour 15 minutes and all.
Okay.
But ideally, the time is 45 minutes itself.
Okay.
Interviewer was a bit excited that he wanted to listen more about this project, and I was talking a bit more about a bit more with the interview.
Okay.
He asked me about my intern. What was my feedback from my mentor? What did you learn in the intern? What are all the mistakes that you have made? These type of HR questions were also asked in the second interview.
Okay.
So that's how the second interview went, and he was happy that uh, he felt like I did some work, and I was not so nervous while talking to him, and I was able to explain properly. He felt that I had knowledge in CS fundamentals and the projects that I've done.
Okay.
So he felt happy, and he said that okay, I'll inform the HR about your performance, then we'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay, that was my second interview.
So you had a HR round after that?
No, we didn't have.
Okay, so this was the last one. And you got the result after that?
After 4 to 5 hours, we had the result.
Okay. So you were expecting that you would be getting it?
Although I know that the round has went well, there were some more companies that I had to look. What if I didn't qualify for that?
Okay.
There was Ola, so I was preparing for them. So because Ola company, the base is 35 lakhs.
Okay.
That was also one of the big company. If I didn't get this well, I was hoping that Ola would be my thing.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So, but fortunately, and I got the result just before the interview
Just
of
before
Ola.
you went into Ola.
Oh,
Got it.
so,
Great.
and that was.
And I think you were also highlighting about not repeating the same mistakes which you have done with Amazon and SAP Labs. Ensuring you're not repeating the same mistakes with Meesho.
Yes. In Meesho, I don't think I've made many mistakes. I didn't make any mistakes. So that went smoothly actually.
Great. So now we have some questions from our students. When we said we're going to interview or we're going to do a podcast with someone who's cracked a job at Meesho. So we had some questions flooded in from our students. So we'll be discussing one question one at a time. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So the first one, what's one thing you would tell your first year self?
My first year, the one thing that I can tell my first year self is to manage my studies along with projects, sports, and all, because I now know CG matters a lot, right? So
Mhm.
I would tell my first year self to maintain a good CG. That would help me to get into some semester exchange programs, some scholarships also,
Okay.
in everything. Even professors, if you want to work under a professor, you have to have a good CG.
Mhm.
That helps a lot. So that would be one thing that I'd tell my first year self.
Okay, great. So the next question, what's the best habit that changed your life?
So one habit that helped me a lot is waking up early in the morning. This habit has come from my athletics career because we used to have morning sessions every
Okay.
day. If we didn't go to morning sessions, then we have to take some punishments in the evening. So we have to go to the morning session, and that made me wake up early every in the morning. So I decided to wake even more early and spend some time for study,
Mhm.
and then go to athletics. And if I don't have my sleep fulfilled, then I'll sleep in the day.
Okay.
But waking up early in the morning is a must. That's what I thought,
Okay.
and that helped me a lot even after quitting athletics for some days to prepare for placements and all.
Okay.
So I used to have adequate amount of time in the morning where everyone is sleeping, and I used to feel like this is the time that I can spend more. I have an edge here,
Mhm.
so I feel like this is the productive hours.
Okay.
So that is one
So
good
that's
habit.
best quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. So what's the most overrated prep advice you hear?
So one of the most overrated prep advice is do projects, and doing projects is fine, but you have to maintain good CG also.
Mhm.
Uh, Projects, as in if you participate in more hackathons, that good. Not many projects are required for just learning purposes.
Okay.
So you can find learnings. I mean, you can learn while doing hackathons itself.
Mhm.
So you have to focus on your CG and projects also.
So you're talking about balancing both.
Yes.
Got it. So the next question we have is, okay, lead code versus code forces. What help you more and why?
So initially, code forces helped me build my logic. Like it'll be more of a complete logic based, and then blend with some DSA question.
Mhm.
From lead code, I've learned most of the concepts like algorithms and all, concepts of DSA and all. So lead code gave me a base for that, and code forces helped me blend these two logic into DSA questions,
Okay.
and that helped me in the OA round.
Okay. So it's both
Hmm.
basically. So what's the one mistake in interviews that instantly rejects people?
So the one mistake could be sitting idly for a long time. Even
Mhm.
if you know or even if you don't know about the problem, just talk to the interviewer. If you know about the process, then don't silently code the problem.
Okay.
Just tell him the idea that what you are thinking, and you can even ask better ways, like
Mhm.
tell him about your thought process and all.
Okay.
And you can ask him better. Is there any better way than this? Is he
Mhm.
expecting anything better than this?
Okay.
Even if you don't get the problem, just describe your thought process to him,
Mhm.
and it's not it's not wrong to give your thought process to him and asking for further assistance.
Okay.
So don't sit ideally for long, and talk to the interviewer.
Okay. So we have to. The student needs to continuously talk out their thoughts.
Yes. No.
Got it. Okay. Then the next question. So what's your worst day in this 4 years of your engineering life at IIT, and what's your best day?
The best day is obviously the day when I got placed in Meesho. Everyone was happy, and the faces of family when I just told them that I got a job in Meesho, that's 57 LPA,
Mm-hmm.
and the smiles on their faces that I can remember for my life.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst day would be in my intern season, the day when I see all of my friends get placed,
Mm-hmm.
even though I feel like I have more knowledge than them, even though I think that I deserve this job, just because of my CG, I couldn't even write that OA.
Okay.
The day that the depression that I got on that day was so intense. So that was one of my worst days in my college.
Okay. So it's more like a comeback. You had a setback, but then within 1 year you have Meesho now,
Yes.
which I think is a bigger company than, I mean, many of your friends, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So next we have one interesting question. If you didn't get Meesho, what was your plan B?
So even if I didn't get Meesho, I had one company, Ola, and two more other companies.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I didn't get into Ola, I'll just not stop, right? Just by getting into a company that doesn't decide who you are. It's that day after day your work which you put in all together. So even if you don't get in any company, it's just not the end. You'll just need to keep on going. So I'll just try in off campus. I'll just try for other companies.
Mhm.
So I'll just not decide or judge myself with just one company.
Okay,
So that's what my plan was, to keep on going until I get it.
got it.
Success is not just getting into a nice company, it's the work that you put in day after day and the week after week. It's just being consistent. So I won't judge myself just for not getting into a company.
Okay, great. That's great. Then we have the last question. Okay, so 57 lakhs sounds great. Okay, so what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to learning new things, meeting new people, where I can explore more about SD. And recently AI has come, and I wanted to see how AI changes the way SD people code.
Mhm.
I wanted to explore how the life goes. I'm really excited how my job at Meesho would be such a big company with such a big people. You know.
Great, great. I'm pretty sure you'll be joining a lot of brilliant minds there, and you'll have a great learning experience too. And yeah, thank you so much for your time. I
Yes,
mean, it's great to have you here, hosting here today. And I'm pretty sure the students would be having a lot of learnings and takeaways from you. So wish you good luck for the first company, Mohit. I'm pretty sure you would be a great asset for the company. And yeah, thank you so much for giving us your time, your valuable time, at this point in time, that right after your placement, where you can just go back home, celebrate and all. I mean, it's I mean, it means a lot, because a lot of students are watching it, and we are very confident that they can learn a lot from this discussion.
yes, thank you, Srikar. I just believe viewers have had some knowledge gained from this interview. I wish you good luck for the future interviews you have, and good luck for your placements.
Thanks for watching till the end. Like, share and subscribe for more such amazing content.